espresso. That means a small, potent shot of coffee. And while you and I may not be used to it all that much, Maruti Suzuki is hoping we'd warm up to their latest brew. They're calling it a mini SUV, rather optimistically if we may add. But let's cut through all of that and tell you what's good, what's not, and if you should put your hard-earned money on the Maruti Suzuki S-Presso. Welcome back to CarDekho, where we help you pick the right car right now. Let's kick things off with the negatives. While there's no doubt that the espresso will turn heads on roads, it might not be for the right reasons. The oddball design will take some getting used to for sure, as it looks tall, narrow, and a tad under-tired too. It looks like an all-out budget car, and that's not something we'd say about its chief rival, the Renault Kwid. It is disappointing to see features such as pre-tensioners and load limiters for seat belts and a passenger airbag be optional in this day and age. Plus, save for the top-spec variant, pretty much every other variant is bare bones. Even basics such as rear power windows and fog lamps are missing even on the top-end variant. Considering what the espresso offers, or rather what it doesn't, one would have expected it to be priced aggressively and undercut rivals. But that's not been the case. Prices are more or less on par with the Renault Kwid, and we've done a detailed analysis on which one's better value, so make sure you hit the link in the I button and check that out. With the negatives out of the way, let's now shift focus onto where the little Maruti shines. The espresso's compact dimensions paired with its high seating position is a boon for new drivers. The pillars are narrow and one can see the edge of the bonnet from the driver's seat. Add the light and quick steering in the mix and you have a small car that will give a new driver big doses of confidence. Maruti's 1-litre 3-cylinder engine needs no introduction. We will go out on a limb and say it is the best small car engine out there at the moment. It is easy to drive and doesn't feel out of breath even if you push it to triple-digit speeds. And yes, you could realistically do short intercity trips with 4 people and luggage on board. Also, not to forget, in the espresso, the motor is BS6 compliant. And finally, if you want your drives to be stress-free, you can pick the AMT versions as well. Don't let that tiny footprint on the outside fool you. Inside the cabin, the espresso is a genuine surprise. It can accommodate 4 6-footers with ease. Compared to the Kwid, it is offering more in every way, be it width, knee room or headroom. Boot space at 270 liters is generous as well, and there are plenty of storage spaces in the front half of the cabin for the knickknacks. And that brings us to the big question. Should you buy one? For us, the espresso ticks the basics. It's easy to drive and it is spacious, but in possibly every other department it leaves you wanting for more. More in terms of features, more in terms of style, and more importantly, more in terms of value for money. Because by the time you get a variant that's worth driving home, you're looking at paying about the same money as a WagonR. And that makes the espresso hard to recommend.